Miami. And this is our last council meeting? No, we have one more. Oh, sorry. I got ahead of myself. All righty, roll call, please.
7:07 p.m. Mayor Desilme, Vice Mayor Timothy.
Here.
Councilman Burns. Councilwoman Esther Irvin.
Present.
Councilman Charles.
Present.
You have a quorum to proceed.
Thank you. And if we can please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Assistant Chief Ransom Carter with the North Miami Police Department, followed by invocation with Rabbi Jory Lane from Temple Beth Moshe.
Place your right hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated. Again, I apologize. I'm turning my back to you guys. Sorry. First, hello. And obviously, I have to speak about Thanksgiving, but maybe a different approach. One, I hope and pray that everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. But forget for a moment the story of Thanksgiving, because we don't know if it's true. I just can't imagine that the Indians and those who went after them and that they sat down for this nice meal, but it's a good story. And we do it in school and everything else, so okay. Everyone in their home, not everyone, very often people are asked to stand up and to say what they're thankful for. Please don't get offended with the following. People will say that I'm thankful for A, B, or C. I got a new car, blah, blah, blah. Okay. But it's actually a practice in something that I think is selfish. You're standing up and you're saying why you're thankful for something that you received. I think that what people should do on Thanksgiving is stand up and say, I'm thankful that I helped provide meals for someone, that I brought clothes to people that needed, that I volunteered. I think that instead of it being centered on ourselves for Thanksgiving, by the way, look, if someone just got married, they got a new job, of course you're thankful. I don't want people not to be thankful, but it can't be just that. I think on Thanksgiving, you have to think about what you're doing for other people. That's what Thanksgiving should be about. We get together, we have all kinds of functions, but it's what did we do for the community? How did we help North Miami? We are thankful for our council, the things that they've done with the giving away of the turkeys and everything else. Those are things to be proud of. Again, there's nothing wrong with being selfish to a certain extent, and we all want nice things. But it's not okay if it's without giving and doing for other people. So my prayer is that you have a wonderful, meaningful Thanksgiving, and that when you thank God for the blessings that you have, also thank God for the blessings that you are able to do for other people. And then we should have only good things. And so thank you, God bless you, and for our chiefs, everyone here, and all of you, you should have a wonderful Thanksgiving, and thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you.
Thank you for the reminder that while we're all thankful, but the real gift that we have is servanthood in our community. And I know all of our council each had 500 turkeys to give away. So to all the North Miami residents who did receive turkeys and dry goods this year, we hope that you enjoy your Thanksgiving meal. Thank you, Rabbi. Thanksgiving meal. Thank you, Rabbi. Next on the list, we have order of business. Madam Manager, do we have any additions, deletions, amendments, or deferrals?
No.
All righty. So the agenda is now set.
Oh, actually, I'd like to request that tab G be tabled to the next council meeting, please.
Tab G, which is a quasi-judicial item.
Is there a second?
So second.
A second.
I have a motion made by Councilwoman Estimate Irvin to table tab G to the next council meeting, seconded by Vice Mayor Timothy. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
No.
The motion carries with a 3-1 vote.
Now, quickly.
Any other?
Yeah. Quickly. Tab D. Can we move that to consent?
Second.
Tab D as in dog to be.
D as in dog.
Consent?
Yes.
Consent, yes.
Oh, move it to consent.
Consent.
Yes.
Okay.
And I second it.
Is there a second?
Yes, there's a second. I did. Thank you.
I have a motion made by Councilman Charles to move tab D to the consent agenda, seconded by Councilwoman Estimate Irvin. All in favor?
Yeah. Aye.
Any opposed?
Oppose.
Motion carries with a 3-1 vote.
All right. Mr. Attorney, is our agenda now set? From the council, do we have any other? Okay, Mr. City Attorney?
Yes, the agenda is set. You may proceed, Vice Mayor.
Okay, thank you. We'll now move down for a special presentation. This is a proclamation being presented to the March of Dimes in honor of National Prematurity Awareness Month by our North Miami Gardens, but Miami Gardens Councilwoman Linda Julian, who's no stranger to our city. In addition to the city of North Miami, I would like to thank the city of Tamarack, city of Coral Springs, city of Bay Harbor, city of Opelika, city of Miami, and the Miami-Dade County Commission for all proclaiming the month of November as Prematurity Awareness Month. So if we can all go down for the presentation.
Sure. One of these in Miami Gardens and turn. Councilman. All right.
Good evening, Vice Mayor, council members, charter officers, and stakeholders. My name is Linda Julian, and I have the distinct pleasure and honor of serving the city of Miami Gardens as a council member. But everyone knows that the city of North Miami is home for me, and I'm affectionately referred to as the councilwoman for the city of North Miami Gardens. Tonight, I am here to present this proclamation to Sarah Bloom on behalf of the city of Miami Gardens for the March of Dimes, for all of your tireless work and advocacy. We in the city of Miami Gardens like to declare the month of November as Prematurity Awareness Month. And on behalf of our 113,000 residents, we recognize that Prematurity Day we recognize that there is a crisis in the prematurity area when it comes to healthcare. Moms and babies face serious health risks, and the march for their health through research, through advocacy, through education and programming. The March of Dimes is committed to mobilizing the nation by amplifying the voices of women and families, and has developed a collaborative model to study and prevent preterm birth through groundbreaking research. More than 1 in 10 babies are born premature each year in the state of Florida, representing close to about 11% of all state births. Unfortunately, Florida received a grade of D+ on the 2024 March of Dimes report, so we have to do better. There's definitely a need there. In Florida, the March of Dimes has worked extensively to improve the health of moms and babies across Florida through education and programming, and helping ensure that every baby has a healthy start. And therefore, the city of Miami Gardens recognizes the stakeholdership of March of Dimes and the work in response to the continued maternal infant health crisis. And so I'd like to present this proclamation for Prematurity Awareness Month on behalf of my mayor, Rodney Harris, and the city of Miami Gardens.
Thank you again, Councilwoman Linda Julian, for presenting the proclamation. I know we couldn't make it time to visit City of Miami Gardens, but I'm glad you were able to come to us this evening to present the proclamation. Next, we have the Budget and Finance third and fourth quarter updates by Angela Reyes Santana, our Chief Financial Officer.
Can't hear you.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Angela Reyes, Chief Financial Officer. I'm here to present the third and fourth quarter financial report. Please keep in mind that there's still pending year-end adjustments, accruals, and transfers. We're closing the year now. Our third quarter year-to-date revenues and expenditures shows our fiscal year 25 adopted budget at $214 million. And our amended budget ended at $298 million. There was an increase of $83 million, mostly because of the CRA component of the bond, the revenue bond we received. The difference is made up of grants and other revenues that were rolled over from previous years. Our third quarter year-to-date revenues and expenditures shows a total of 43%. For our fund types. Our enterprise funds are 38% and special revenues for 21%. I'm speeding a little bit through the third quarter just to get to the fourth quarter numbers because that's a more accurate presentation of our numbers and where we stand. Our third quarter year-to-date revenues and expenditures continued, show our transportation fund at 25%, our debt at 15%, our capital projects at 335%. That's the North Miami Cagney Park project. And that's, again, missing the accruals that get appropriated at the end of the year. Our internal service fund is at 49%. Our third quarter general fund revenue and expense by categories. Our revenues totaled at 85% and our expenditures are at 69%. The reason you see the difference here again is because of the accounting at the end of the year where we go ahead and make our adjustments. Our third quarter general fund expense by department shows the usage of each department. We totaled at 69%. Now, our fourth quarter year-to-date revenue and expenditures, we had a fiscal year adopted budget of $214 million. We did end at an amended budget of $298 million, and our increase was $84 million. Our fourth quarter year-to-date revenue and expenditures, our fund type totaled at 59%. Our enterprise fund totaled at 50%, and our special revenue totaled at 28%. Our fourth quarter year-to-date revenues and expenditures continued, show our transportation fund at 35%, our debt fund at 100%, which means we went ahead and paid out all of our debt that was budgeted. Our capital project is showing 855%. Again, that's also due to the accruals and appropriations of revenues that we have to adjust at the end of the year. And our internal services ended at 67%. Our fourth quarter general fund revenue and expenses by category, our total current revenues are 84%, and our expenditures are totaling at 94%. Our fourth quarter general fund expenses by department, the total general fund for with all of the departments put together are at 94%. So we came in under by 6%. And then our fiscal year 25 fourth quarter versus our 25 third quarter list of bank account imbalances, we are at our normal range of a negative 8% overall, and that is due to year-end payouts and closeouts that normally happen. Now we have the operating account balance tracking over time, where we can pinpoint our peaks and our lows, and we can see that we're balancing out toward the end of September, which is a little bit higher actually than last September. Now for your questions.
Question up here. The only one question that I had was the 9.7 million in reappropriations. Is that reappropriations from all departments?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Madam Manager. I would just ask that for our first quarter, if I could we can get a briefing
Yes.
Prior
first
to.
before it comes out in the public, so that I could be more conversant in asking questions, and so that's all. But thank you so much for the
Absolutely.
presentation.
Any other questions? Well, this is questions for the third quarter, correct? Or
Third
just-
and fourth.
Third and fourth,
But
okay.
this is not, audited, so we do wait for our audited financials to reflect our real performance throughout the year.
And the 80, well, I guess this is all the total, because I know the CRA was like 60
Yes.
PO, okay. And we still have more in opera funds, or that's just POs that are not
These were
completed?
the rest of the POs that were not transferred in. This is the last of it trickling in this year,
Okay,
or last year, I'm sorry.
okay. Any other questions? Well, this is for the third and fourth quarter.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor, there.
Thank you. Thank you, Vice Mayor, and thank you. Sorry, I'm late. Thank you. Where are we? We done. Adjourn. Meeting adjourned.
City event.
No, I know. City events, Savannah, please take it away. We did the presentation already?
Yeah. Let me
Oh,
fill
I
your
missed
note.
it.
Yeah.
Councilwoman from a great city of North. Is that the former mayor next to you?
Yes.
We got our mayor. Did you stand up and let the
Mayor for
We got our former mayor, Philip Bien-Aimé, in the audience as well. Thank you, Councilwoman. Good evening. Good evening. Are you waiting for?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, staff, North Miami neighbors, and guests. My name is Savannah Dre Smith, and I'm presenting the following announcements on behalf of the City of North Miami. Please support Hurricane Melissa relief efforts by donating the listed supplies, such as water, hygiene kits, canned foods, batteries, and tarps. Drop off items at the North Miami Police Department or Sunkist Grove Community Center, Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. No used clothing or linens will be accepted. For more information, please call 305-895-9815. Students, get ready to succeed. Councilman Pierre Franz Charles hosts D4 Smart Tutoring every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Sunkist Grove Community Center. For more details and registration, please contact 786-543-3014. Councilman Pierre Franz Charles presents the District 4 Adult Computer Literacy Program. These classes take place every Monday from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Sunkist Grove Community Center, offering free hands-on classes. Participants will learn basic computer skills, email setup, internet navigation, and resume writing. For details, please contact SB Joseph at ejoseph@northmiamifl.gov or 786-918-3772. Unleash your creativity with Canva Create at the North Miami Public Library every Thursday at 2:30 p.m. This free design class is open to all ages and teaches participants how to create flyers, social media graphics, and more. To register, call the library at 305-891-5535. The City of North Miami will hold the fiscal year 2025 to 2026 owner-occupied rehabilitation program lottery on Wednesday, November 26th at 10 a.m. here in the City Hall Council Chamber. Attendance is not required. Winners will be notified by the phone or email and must submit updated documents to verify eligibility. Tune in on NOMI TV or online at northmiamifl.gov/NOMI-TV. And for details, contact Housing and Social Services at 305-893-6511, extension 20,000, or housing@northmiamifl.gov. Join us for North Miami's Golden Jubilee, the 50th annual Winter National Thanksgiving Day Parade on Thursday, November 27th at 10 a.m. The parade travels along Northeast 125th Street with the main stage at City Hall. For more information, please visit www.northmiamifl.gov/celebrate. Be a part of North Miami's 100-year celebration. The Centennial Coins will debut at the Winter National Thanksgiving Day Parade. You have the option to choose from the coin only, coin and stand, or coin and pouch, starting at just $10 while supplies last. Join the North Miami Commission for Women for NOMI Women Meetup this Friday, November 28th, as we connect, empower, and support women across North Miami. RSVP today and be part of the conversation. Enjoy Jazz at Mocha featuring the French Horn Collective on Friday, November 28th at Mocha Plaza. Seating begins at 7 p.m. and the free concert starts at 8. Please note that seating is first come and first served, but you are welcome to bring your own chairs. Councilman Pierre-Francois Charles invites you to the State of the District address, on Thursday, December 4th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Joe Celestine Community Center. Join the councilman for an evening of insight, progress, and community connection as we highlight District 4's continued growth. To RSVP, please visit D4 State of the District address.eventbrite.com. Book lovers, it's that time of year. Join us December 5th through the 7th for the annual Friends of the North Miami Public Library book sale. Discover bestsellers, children's books, media, and hidden gems for every reader. Kick off the holiday season at Light Up North Miami on Friday, December 5th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Mocha Plaza. Enjoy holiday treats, giveaways, photo booths, and a special appearance by Santa Claus. For more information, please contact North Miami Parks and Recreation at 305-895-9840. Let it snow in the city of North Miami. Bring the family out for a fun winter morning at the North Miami Police Department on December 6th from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Kids can play in the snow, meet friendly animals, enjoy a bounce house, and get creative with face painting and holiday crafts. It's a great way to kick off the season with the community. Registration is now open at 2025 letitsnow.eventbrite.com. Join the North Miami Public Library for Holiday Plants Gardening Workshop on Saturday, December 6th at 10 a.m. Learn how to care for your holiday plants and keep them thriving long after the season ends. Hosted by Master Gardener Jerryann Bottles. For details, please contact the library at 305-891-5535. The Angel Tree is officially up at North Miami City Hall. Help us make the holidays brighter for local children by selecting an angel from the tree and fulfilling a gift wish. Please bring unwrapped, age-appropriate gifts no later than Wednesday, December 11th. Your kindness can make a world of difference in this season. Explore the beauty of nature at our Birding Basics workshop on Saturday, December 13th from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Enchanted Forest, Elaine Gordon Park, led by Brian Raposa. This half-day field trip introduces participants to essential birding skills. For more information, call 786-255-2995. City Hall will be closing early Wednesday, November 26th at 2 p.m. and will be reopening on Monday, December 1st with regular business hours. To stay up to date with NOMI news, events, and programs and services, please log on to North Miami's official website at www.northmiamifl.gov. Click Connect with NOMI on the homepage to sign up for the city's newsletters. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at North Miami FL. This concludes the city announcements. Thank you.
Thank you. I have a question. Wait a minute. So, with all the events, PIO, you guys didn't, the biggest event that we have, y'all just put, we have a parade. We
Yes, sir. I mentioned the parade. It was the Golden Jubilee.
No, I know what you
mentioned
so you think people coming to our parade is, I think we miss an opportunity. We have to announce our Grand Marshal. That's why people got to know. So that was a little missed opportunity with that. But yeah. We got to let the Grand Marshal,
To our viewers, our Grand Marshal is two award-winning. We have Rick Ross and Trina. So we hope to see you all at the parade.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you. Thank you. And now, hurricane preparedness. Yay. How you doing? Come here.
Good evening, Mayor, Council, and City Administration. As we conclude the 2025 Atlantic hurricane season, I would like to provide a brief summary of our city's preparedness, response efforts, and key takeaways moving forward. This year's season, while active, reaffirmed the strength of our city's planning coordination. Thanks to proactive preparedness measures, timely communication, and strong interdepartmental cooperation, North Miami remained resilient and well-positioned to protect our residents and infrastructures. Community outreach efforts played a crucial role. Our public messaging, safety advisories, and partnerships with local organizations helped residents stay informed and equipped before, during, and after weather events. I want to acknowledge the dedication of the police, public works, parks, communication staff, and all supporting personnel who work tirelessly to keep our city safe. And thank you, Mayor, Council, City Manager, and Chief, for your continued support and commitment to public safety. Together, we will ensure that North Miami remains prepared, resilient, and ready for whatever challenges the next hurricane season brings us.
Thank you, sir. Truly appreciate it. And thank God hurricane season is over with this week. Thank God, and we had no storm. Knock on wood. Thank you. Yes. Now, appointments, Madam Clerk.
There are no appointments.
Awesome. Consent agenda.
Unless a member of the City Council wishes to remove a specific item from this portion of the agenda, tabs A through D constitute the consent agenda. These resolutions and items are self-explanatory and are not expected to require additional review or discussion. These items will be recorded as individually numbered resolutions adopted unanimously by the following motion: that the consent agenda comprised of tabs A through D be adopted.
So move.
I have a motion made by Councilman Charles to approve the consent agenda. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Estime Irvin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Tab E. A proposed first reading of the ordinance of the Mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, amending Chapter 19 of the Code of Ordinances entitled Utilities by amending Article 7 entitled Stormwater Utility at Division 3, entitled Surface Water and Stormwater Management to amend the development standards, procedures, and permitting requirements relating to drainage, impervious surfaces, and stormwater infrastructure, providing for repeal, conflict, severability, codification, and for an effective date, tab E.
Thank you so much, Madam Clerk. Public hearing is now open on the item. Tab E is open for public hearing. Seeing none, public hearing is closed. Is there, well, there'll be self-explanatory,
Move for approval.
yes.
Second.
I just have one question, Mayor. if
Sure,
I
go
may.
ahead.
With this, I noticed that it says that improvements to single-family or duplex properties without additional review by Durham under certain conditions. So this is not charging residents for additional services or additional permitting plans. I just want to make sure that that's clear.
Carrot Fiddler, Public Works Director. Good evening, Mayor and Council. No, there's no additional charges for that.
Okay, thank you.
And it's my understanding this is in cooperation with the county's ordinance that,
That's correct.
awesome. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
We have it's been moved and second.
I have a motion made by Councilwoman Estime Irvin to approve the item at tab E. The motion was seconded by Councilman Charles. All in, Vice Mayor Timothy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilwoman Estime Irvin, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Charles, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Burns, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Desame, how do you vote?
Yes.
Motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Tab F.
Thank you.
I propose first-
Yes, Madam Clerk. This is, tab F. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
A proposed first reading ordinance of the Mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, providing for text amendments to Chapter 29 of the City of North Miami Code of Ordinances entitled Land Development Regulations by amending Article 4, Zoning Districts, Article 5, Development Standards, and Article 7, Definitions, furthering the implementation of the Northwest 7th Avenue Cultural Arts and Innovation Overlay District, providing for repeal, conflict, severability, correction of scrivener's errors, and for an effective date, tab F.
Thank you so much. This public hearing is open on the item. Public hearing is open. Seeing none coming, public hearing is closed. Ms. Love, I think this has been several years. Unless you have something real quick you want to add, we good to go. Can I
Move
get
for approval.
I do have a question
Sure.
about this one.
Second.
open for? Go ahead.
So in my briefing, there was something that came up as it relates to Northwest 7th Ave, as it relates to outdoor venue,
Oh, God.
as it relates to, what the terminology?
So the request we made was to change there's a section that discusses outdoor venues, and it states that outdoor venues cannot have amplified music past 11 p.m.
And does it give the city manager any authorization?
No, it doesn't.
So that's the thing. So in the past, I know with certain outdoor venues on Northwest 7th Ave, if they wanted to go past a certain limit, like, when you guys, Compa Fest or whatever the case may be, 11 was the cutoff time. But if they wanted to go a little bit later, the city manager was able to provide a temporary, was it a special permit or something for certain instances? But with this change, it removes that authority. Am I understanding that correctly?
Right. There's a specific prohibition. It says amplified sound, example, speakers, live music, after 11 p.m. for all outdoor venues is prohibited.
I just want to make
So
sure
you
that,
have
is that with your intention?
No, that's basically not was being
Yeah, so
said
that-
when we met, and I know that we have that line.
So there was a
that give
proposed
the
change to
city-
that.
city
Yeah.
Manager as a
For-
authorization, yeah.
There's a proposed change to that, Jeff, that's to add for that they could get a special permit if needed.
That, can I?
So we need to
Yes.
fix the line, add that
So
into that space.
yeah,
Yes.
we need to fix.
But the concern, I like the legislation where it is. If we're talking about Nomi Village, that's one exception. We could go with that. But the problem that we've been having on 7th Avenue, and that's why I kind of like this, when I saw the legislation, so I didn't know about the change, and I think we could certainly make an exception because I think that's what Nomi Village is. It's an outdoor venue. So I could see that. However, the problem that we are having, and I did talk to the manager about next week it's a code problem along with some police thing that we will have come together. And I think, Mr. Attorney, I even talked to you about perhaps having a sunshine meeting with Councilman Fria Franchaz and Councilwoman Mary Estime Irving. I think Councilman Burns and Councilwoman and Vice Mayor are good. I don't have as much complaints on District 1 and District 2, but when we do 7th Avenue and West Dixie, most of the complaints that we have had and what they've been doing, and we don't want to too much belay the point, some businesses, not Nomi Village, but some of those shopping centers, and we don't want to name them here, they have created their own alternative stuff on those corridors, and now residents are calling it's a mess. So when I saw that was good. If we could see
I
that.
know. Are you talking about nightclubs? Or?
No, they're not nightclubs. These restaurants just decided to have outdoor music, and then it's so loud that people, they go past, and it's specific. So, I'll talk to the manager. I don't want to.
But this one, it was about Nomi
No,
Village. So
but-
I just
Oh,
wanted-
okay. No,
yeah.
no. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Nomi Village, that's an
It's an
exception.
outdoor venue, yeah.
But we need to be, what I'm saying is we need to be careful as we passing out this legislation where it does not, whatever that we do, the intent is for this one, but these other actors which created more problem for us in these specific shopping centers or in the back of the alley. Now they setting up music and tables and tents where they doing cars. So it's a little mess over there, but we could work
Where?
with that.
On Northwest 7th Avenue?
Mm-hmm.
If I may, Mr. Mayor, on Northwest 7th Avenue, I will tell you, the only place that we really, really have a problem is right next to my office, which is Loki.
Oh.
They kind of messy. That's the only place. So now, the point that I want to make with this, and Vice Mayor, I just want to say thank you. In doing legislation, we cannot just do it just specifically because of one place. And I know a lot of people, they have a problem with Nomi Village. Where we go back into the Red Garden when they go and explain. So now, we cannot just put a policy in place just because of that. And, we're not going to force anybody to like or dislike Nomi Village, whatever it is. But if we are doing a legislation, we have to make sure that we put everything in it so that moving on, if we have an event that needs to go for midnight or 1 o'clock, for example, it is not going to be every Friday or every Saturday. So we need to make sure that the city manager can authorize that without coming back to us. And I am going to tell you that, Mr. Mayor, the biggest problem that we have over there at Nomi Village is because the way it is being sold. They see this place, the whole mess that created last year around Easter and everything, that's still that still, resonate a long way. So they see this place as like something bad to the community. So whenever you have music, could be like 5 p.m., you are going to get the complaint. But what I'm saying is that in doing this, if we are putting this piece of legislation to revive Northwest 7th Avenue, we cannot tie it up to that 11, because I know what I was being briefed on is the one that the city manager have the power, if we need, to give that extension if needed. So we need to add that into it. It is not going to happen every weekend, but we need to make sure that we have that leverage. So that's my point, because
What is the proposed language?
Yeah,
that
So-
you're-
So I know I had a discussion with the manager,
Yeah,
with the manager and the
So
city
all
attorney.
we would add to that section on outdoor venues is that amplified sound after 11 p.m. for all outdoor venues is prohibited unless a special permit is obtained via whatever section from the city manager.
From the city manager, that needs
At
to
least give
be
you the
part
I
of
know
it.
it was
It
moved
has to
and
be part of the
seconded,
language.
but I know
Thank you very
that's
much,
not the friendly amendment.
Vice Mayor. Yes,
Yeah, do you accept that amendment?
yes.
But wait, Councilwoman, what he just said in accepting, if you all, listen to what I said, I was making it more in support of what he was doing. What I'm bringing out is another issue, which he did not mention, I didn't even know about the plaza where he's at. There's other plazas. Listen to what I'm saying. If it's Nomi Village, we say, yeah, we can. That's what we are here. We can create legislation. That's what we do, that specifically in terms of that. So what I'm saying, that exception for Nomi Village, I'm not even questioning the Nomi Village. What I'm saying, we need to be careful. The intent, obviously, and we are in support of that whatever that we do, however we give the manager the authority, whatever needs to happen. What I'm saying, there are some current, and that's why I asked the manager for
Sidebar meeting.
yes,
Yeah.
to have the sunshine meeting with all of us to explain, because there are some information that I'm hearing, so we all would be on the same page. We saying there's some restaurants now and some barbershops and some other stuff, not in those plazas that we are talking about, that we are getting some stuff from residents, not Nomi Village or anything like that. We're not even talking about that. So my thing was, whatever that we are doing, however it is, we need to be careful, because if we put whatever that needs to happen and we getting permits on other stuff that's not Nomi Village, then we're creating another issue with the residency. So that's, listen, we could do whatever we want, but that was my statement, not necessarily in Mr.
Oh,
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Right, if I
In terms of that, if you give me just 1 minute to add it. So now we're just talking about something that code can take care of. In terms of that list, if there's something like that, it is easy. We don't even need a sunshine meeting. If a resident call, for something like that, because Northwest 7th Avenue, I'll tell you that you just drive around Northwest 7th Avenue, it's completely dead by now. It's basically from sunrise to sunset now. So if we have a complaint from a resident, so that can be addressed with code. That's because if they have like special activities and everything, that is not relating to me per se as a councilman for District 4. Because we can just go ahead and apply our code and then make sure that we shut.
We're gonna go ahead and listen to.
Right. I think so. I
you were
understand your
go ahead, go
concern, and I'm hearing the conversation. Again, we are giving the discretion to the city manager, and she can approve or deny.
Councilwoman,
Let me
I know.
finish. Let me finish, please. Let me finish. I am concerned about what you're concerned about, but I agree that we can bring light, we can send enforcement to stop that, we can educate and say, here, here's what you want. I'm in agreement that we should not legislate for an entity. We should legislate in general. You understand? And give the discretion to the
Councilwoman,
city manager.
I'm good with that. And what I'm saying, and I think we all, first of all, I did not have any issue with the legislation. I was putting some inlight in terms of some other issues that you are all are not aware of. So what I said is we need to have a conversation where all of us get in the same place. I don't have to support the legislation. I'm bringing some awareness into that. I was not against the organization, but the way I don't even think you guys understand the point that I was making. I was trying to protect Nomi Village, but you guys, I'm not talking about
No,
Newby
you're
Village.
saying like the other actors, the restaurants, the
Yes.
people who are
so-
bringing out tents
So
and
what
having
I'm saying
music
is we
and
need to be
barbecuing.
careful with those things because
But I think the way it stands right now, it's still prohibited. They're not an outdoor venue. This is for this. Am I correct by saying that this is for an outdoor venue? What you're talking about is a commercial business.
Everything
that
the
can go
mayor's
past-
talking about, if it's an outdoor venue at 11 p.m.,
They have to shut down.
they have to shut
Correct.
down.
And if they're not shut down, what happens? They get a code
Yeah, it's
violation.
code, it
Police
goes
shut
through the
them
normal
down.
process.
isn't it
But
now
if
they
someone
still
wants
go
to
to you
operate
for the-
after
for the
11,
thing?
They have
then
to
the
come
manager
to.
can get
This would make it a little different. That's why we were making the exception, because this took that out of the exception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we were putting that back in so that there
But
was
that's
still
what I said. I don't
opportunities.
have any issue.
No, I was just confirming what you were saying.
Yes,
Talking about
okay.
another
And I
major
think
code issue.
that kind of missed the point. I'm saying we do have some other outdoor, well, at least they considered the outdoor. They might not even be legal, but that's the problem that we are dealing with. And I'm going
Farmers
to tell you, I yet to have the meeting with the code and police. It's brutal over there, and it's looking, so in terms of, it could handle, no, code cannot, we're not going to kidding ourselves. It's a mess out there, and we need to help as much as we can. If this is a good, and I'm not talking about the legislation, but yes, they cannot, we got to give them enough thing to manage what we are saying. That's all, that was my point. Yes, Councilman?
Obviously, people forgot about the workshops, about 7th Avenue and all this other things where the residents came out and were drastically opposed to the music and the blaring and the bass music at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning going through their neighborhood. There's nothing good, whether it's Nomi Village, whether it's the stadium, whether it's downtown Mocha. Nobody wants to hear music from here to the Bay, from here to 17th Avenue at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning. Regardless if Nomi Village or the stadium, when they had the soccer games and the bands out there till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, you could hear it for a long distance. The intent of this particular item, I thought, was to bring a little bit more light into the 7th Avenue. More businesses can do things. As an outside venue, doesn't give them carte blanche to play to 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I don't think the manager should have the authority to do a special exception, because you do it a Friday night, and then they might do it a Saturday night, and then the next weekend there's another excuse to do it. The next week there's another excuse. It's this group, it's that group, we're going to benefit. The next thing you know, it's every 2-3 times a week, something going on out there. Best intentions that, we're going to do it once a month or sparingly. We don't know, excuse me, what the process is going to change. I think we're doing a disservice to the residents. I think we're doing a disservice to the residents citywide, and because the music from, whether it's Cagney Park or the stadium or wherever, or Nomi Village, which is a great thing. We're invested in Nomi Village and we want it to succeed, but there's nothing good that's going to come out. They can operate to 2 o'clock in the morning. They just can't blare the music that you can hear it 5 miles away. And I don't think we want that from any business in this community. We're not Wynwood. We're surrounded by neighborhoods and single-family homes. We're not going to be Wynwood. And already, an example in Wynwood, they got all these condominiums that have gone up, and now people are complaining about the noise coming from the established, venues, very successful venues. It's like complaining about moving next to an airport and the plane music. Well, guess what? We don't have all that music screaming and yelling now. People are used to these single-family homes. 11 o'clock is enough time to blare the music, have a great time, tone the music down if you're outside, blare it inside if you're inside your bar, whatever, as long as it does go outside. But I think we are opening ourselves to an enforcement issue. We're going to a pick and choose of which venue, which particular performer, which particular event gets the special exception and doesn't, gets the write-off. I think we are opening ourselves up to a mess. And code enforcement, as you said, Mayor, is not the people to do it. And just because police department is there doesn't mean that whoever is operating that, any establishment, whether it's a stadium or if it's downtown Mocha or there, get to violate the law. And I think when you start picking and choosing, saying that Mocha Village can go to 11 o'clock, somebody wants to rent the stadium out and say, well, why can't we go to 12 o'clock at night or 1 o'clock at night. Why can't we do it in downtown Mocha like they did before? And we got all the pushback. I think I was supportive of this concept, but with this added in there and how hastily and hasn't been thought through, I don't think that this ought to be included on this without a little bit more fact-finding and more details, because I believe you all are going to create a problem for the city with this type of outdoor venue from anybody that has outdoor music. Vote the way you want.
Okay, thank you. Are you done, Councilman? Okay, thank you so very much. I was not even going to go down whatever's happening. It's not opening up the door, but I think we had enough. Again, I'm in supportive of the legislation. My issue, and I think, Madam Manager, and Mr. Attorney, do y'all understand the point that I was trying to make? Not necessarily. It's the other people who's operating right now. Like I said, I don't even know if they're legal.
No,
And
there
we
was
were
a
talking about-
conversation that we had, so.
That's what we need to have the meeting. So, Councilman, we don't want to belay the point, so I think we're good, ready.
accepted the
Right,
motion?
yeah.
No,
Did you accept the stuff?
Yeah, Mayor, no. No, we're gonna move real quick, but there is a word that I heard twice in here that we need to fix it. There ain't no mess on Northwest 7th Avenue. No, give me just 1 minute.
I got a lot of
Mayor,
money from the
Mayor,
CRA.
there is no mess on Northwest 7th Avenue. We only have one outdoor venue on Northwest 7th Avenue, which is Nomi Village. Nomi Village has been closed for the longest. They're not really moving, so there is no mess. And then you go now to Northwest 7th Avenue, you drive from 119 to 135th, or all the way down 143. It's quiet, and also dark, pitch black. Now, if we want to be fair to our city, so now we're talking about two tails of one city. Give me 1 second, Mr.
Yeah.
Mayor.
No, go ahead, I'm listening.
If you go up on US 1 now, driving up, lights everywhere, life is everywhere. So what the intent of all the work that they put in for that Northwest 7th Avenue is to bring life to that part of the city. So we have to understand, the whole thing is that we're basically adding that part to that legislation so that the city manager has the power to do it. Is she or he going to do it every Monday, every Tuesday, every Friday? No. So I don't think some of the points that are being made in here, I think they just out of line. I know, Mayor, I know the intent, and I still have Easter 2025 vivid in my head, when a council person just went on and closed down that venue over there. And this is the same thing, we just keep on dragging on and on and on and on. So we need to stop. We need to be true to ourselves. So this is basically a piece of legislation that will just help us out to revive Northwest 7th Avenue. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay,
We don't have to take every-
wait. Okay, guys, I think I may have to step in. Let's vote on the legislation. That was not, I don't think I even mentioned Nomi Village. We ready to vote on the registration, just like anybody is entitled to make. I have represented this place for over 11 years. I live there. I wouldn't call it a mess, but there are some issues that we would need to bring some light. However, anybody could say anything that they need. That's their opinion. It is what it is. Like it or don't.
But
And
we are allowed to answer to Mayor, because when people are lying in here and saying stuff that are not being true, we need to correct it for the record. Because when you sit in here, you said that Northwest 7th Avenue
Councilman,
is a mess.
respectfully.
So
but
if
what
it
I'm
is a
saying
mess, no, I don't accept it. I cannot accept it.
That's you. But listen,
I can't. It is not a mess.
Okay,
There's
we
nothing
have a-
bad going on there. When you said that it is a mess, and I'm sitting in here,
Who are you talking?
I'm sitting in here,
It's a mess.
and we said that Northwest 7th Avenue is a
Who are you
mess.
saying?
It is not.
You say-
That's what
okay,
I'm saying.
But
I
you
don't
talking
wanna
about
hear
me
that.
or
It is
Councilman
not
Burns?
It is
Who
not a
said-
mess.
But
Oh, you just
but
go back
listen.
and review the tape. You will see exactly who said
No,
it.
but I'm saying.
You understand?
Listen to what I'm.
So we need to make
Councilman-
sure that we're
Okay.
being fair
Miss-
as we're
thank you,
moving
Ms.
and
Love.
talking in here, because that makes no
But
sense.
Listen, what I said, and even if Councilman Burns or anyone could say anything, it's their opinion. You may agree or disagree with it. That's
Basically what I'm doing. I just disagree, Mr. Mayor. So
that's
leave it
fine.
alone. Just leave it alone, Mr. Mayor. We don't have to drag it like that. Just leave it
Okay,
alone.
first of all,
So
Councilman, no, but Councilwoman, you see, I'm the chair of the meeting. I understand, Mr. Mayor. Somebody made a comment, or whatever the case is, It is what it is. We could agree or to disagree with the comment. We cannot, if I said something that, somebody like or dislike, whatever the case is, nobody could tell or what I have for 7th Avenue, or I don't think questioning any of these council members about a particular district. And I think with this single member district, it's creating this thing. That's not what we are talking here. And I don't know how we got on the subject about this Nomi Village. I was making one comment about stores that are operating, and then it kind of went from there. So again, we're going to close the discussion, call it to I'm going to let you respond, but we get into that. And guys, we thought this is an in and out meeting, and then we get, it's not me. I was ready to go, and I know I talk a lot when he did, but these things, yes, sir.
Yes, Mayor. Since the comment has been, but I guess I have so much power that I got to shut down Nomi Village on Easter. I don't. And so the question is, Nomi Village operated for almost 4 years without the first permit being presented. They were not permitted by the city of North Miami. They were not permitted by Miami-Dade County. They were not up to date on the tax receipts. They're not up to date on our rent currently. They're not up to date to a lot of things. What I brought up was that the city was being exposed unnecessarily to a lot of liability, and that we needed to correct it. Shine a light on it, and let's work to get it done. And guess what? We're having the discussion and getting Nomi Village almost legal now, almost got their building permits. We're almost got them all tidied up, and they're much further away. Now they're almost in compliance with everything, and it's moving forward. And it had not been that way for almost 4 years. And anybody wants to dispute those facts,
They have all their
let's have a
permits, right?
discussion.
I think at this point,
And this is a
yes.
city
I believe at this point, yes. And also when they
There's a
first
contract.
started, just to clarify, that's why I was here, they actually had their temporary permits for a term. So they never really were operating without that, at least while I was here the first time.
Guys.
And then when I did get back, they were out of compliance, in which we've worked on getting those there so that they can have it. And they do have their CU that was given. So currently,
And let's
whatever
not
happens
forget
at
they
this
were
point,
trash.
they are there. And part of that also was some additional requirements that we did and made some things that had to change.
Yes.
So that's really, just to bring it.
There's
to
some background, and
yeah,
yes,
background.
there's some background information people throwing out. But again, I don't even understand, and people watching, how we got to Nomi Village. But anyhow,
You were talking about the other actors.
yeah,
and-
the other aspects. And
We
the
understand, Mayor.
name-
You'll have your sunshine meeting, but then we
Yes.
can vote on this item.
We could talk about. Thank you so much. The thing been moved, and
I'll still move it.
second,
I'll move it with the
okay.
friendly
It was
amendment.
seconded by me. It was seconded.
It was open. Okay. So please call the vote, Madam Clerk.
I have a motion made by Councilman Charles to approve the item at tab F as amended. The motion was seconded by Councilwoman Estime Irvin. Mayor Desame, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Charles, how do you vote?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Timothy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilwoman Estime Irvin, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Burns, how do you vote?
No.
Thank you
motion
so
carries
much.
carries
Thank
with a
you.
the motion carries with a 4-1
Great.
vote.
I lost like 10 minutes. Like I can't. I was trying to get out. Which title? Where are we?
Please be advised that the following items on the agenda are quasi-judicial in nature. If you wish to speak in favor of, object to, or comment on an item, please complete a public speaker's card indicating the agenda item number on which you would like to comment. You must be sworn before addressing the city council, and you may be subject to cross-examination. If you refuse to submit to cross-examination, the city council will not consider your comments in its final deliberation. Please also disclose any ex parte communications you may have had with any members of the city council. City council members must do the same. The public speakers cards are out by the entrance of chambers.
For tab H. I'd like to vote, Mayor, that I had communications with the entire development team.
I was gonna, ask for disclosure, but there's so many stuff happening in our city, and we want to be careful who we met with and talked to, because some of them you got one person representing 10 people. You don't even know who represent what. So this is the address is, which one is this?
This is the one behind Chef Creole in my district.
Oh, okay. That's so that's
That's a former mayor.
You know what I thought that was? I thought this was, so that's not Mike Solo's done.
No, Solo Miami's done.
This is okay.
This is it's a lot right behind Chef Creole on, but with 60.
This is the first time.
No, they actually came before us already.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
We don't remember, please, because I didn't even think I remember talking to, it's been so long. So tell us.
Well, I know, well, staff has a presentation, and I
Oh,
know their
let's do
team is
that.
up. This is your client, right?
Tab H, a proposed quasi-judicial resolution of the Mayor and City Council of the City of North Miami, Florida, approving an application for a site plan in substantially the attached form for a 9-story, 100-foot 35-unit residential building and a 2-story integrated parking garage with 56 parking spaces on 2 parcels of real property located at 13132 Northeast 9th Avenue and 895 Northeast 131st Street, identified with Miami-Dade County Folio number 06-2229-049-0400 and 06-2229-049-0390, and totaling approximately 0.38 acres, 16,723 square feet, in accordance with Article 2, Division 7, Section 2-701, and Article 3, Division 2, Sections 3-204 through 3-206, and Article 3, Division 3, Section 3-302 of the City of North Miami Code of Ordinances, Chapter 29, entitled Land Development Regulations, providing for an effective date and all other purposes. Tab H. If you plan to speak on this item, please stand and raise your right hand as I administer the oath. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you are about to give in these proceedings, your right hand? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give in these proceedings are the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say aloud, I do.
I do.
Thank you.
Before you start, Ms. Love, and to this, I have not, and I think in part of my disclosure, I didn't even recall this, but I know obviously this had to, come in front of us because we had passed something. And this is just a message to, all developers or, Ms. Love, when they come to you, please tell us to at least reach out to us back again, because I was getting ready to vote no on this thing because I'm like, I don't even know the people or the project, whatever the case is. And I think some other, no, we good now, but I know you know better, Mr. Mayor. But even Councilwoman, some of us, we don't know, and the disclosure is only one person. So that's how far back. We are supportive. It looks beautiful.
I met with them today.
So that's at least remind us. It's not that we don't support, but when it comes up here, so much is happening from the time that it passed to now. I'm thinking this is a new thing. I don't even know. But yes, I remember.
We had a conversation about 2 elevators. And
yeah, I remember the mayor. Those are the people you brought to me. That's like 10 years ago. I wasn't yesterday, Mr. Mayor. I was not even here. Yes, so the idea is just anyone. At least refreshed us. And we do what we do. And Ms. Love, quick presentation. So we're going to start prepping the turkey. So go ahead, Ms. Love.
Of course.
Defrosting the turkey.
Yeah. Good evening, Mayor and Council. For the record, Debbie Love, and Development Services Director through the City Manager. Before you is a site plan approval. And as you can see, this is the location of, and it's 2 parcels of land. Currently, one is vacant and one has a single-family home. You all had granted back in April a conditional use permit for this project. It is in the former NRO, and so this is one of the last remaining NRO projects.
Is this the last one? There's no more down the pipeline?
The one that was, we have 2 that are gone back for redesign. One, I told them they had to withdraw because they were doing a way out of, they were taking over 6 months.
Okay.
So we have 2 that's in the redesign stage, and that should be it. So again, as I said, we approved back in April to allocate 25 floating bonus units to develop the project. It's kind of an awkward verbiage, but it is a 9-story, but the building itself is about 100 feet. Because there's only 9 actual stories, but some of the elements go up to the 100 feet mark. It's only 35 residential unit building. They have 48 structured parking spaces. This is a really lovely project that you all saw back in April. And we believe that it's really going to activate the street frontage the way it's designed. They have a fabulous landscaping The building is beautiful, as you can see. They have other design features. And one of the things that we require them to do is to have an extensive stormwater retention over and above what is the minimum. So back in October, the DRC actually approved this with several conditions, one of which was to construct and maintain a 6-foot wide sidewalk along the Northeast 131st Street and the Northeast 9th Avenue frontages. All the utilities are going to be underground, and the rest are the typical standard that we say they have to apply for a building permit within 18 months of site plan approval. With that, that's the short and sweet. The next step, after, assuming that you all approve it tonight, would be that they would go and submit their building permit application.
Thank you so much, Ms. Love. You keep it real short and real. This is beautiful from the get-go. So, like I said, it would have been very good. What we know it's to get a good reminder. We've seen none, and I think that's a testament to the nature of this project. Because normally, when you have something like this, you would get a couple of people here. You know, and you don't have none. So, meaning that the work has been done. The community, because I know that we've done some community engagement, right? Mm-hmm. So this is nice, and those are the type of projects that any mayor and any council person welcome to our city. It comes to a problem with the residents seeing if they don't, there's nothing. This is beautiful. I want to say thank you to the folks doing this. Really gonna elevate the district and
District 2.
Stop that, Madam Vice Mayor. Now you represent everybody. You're the Vice Mayor.
Like,
so
only when
this
you're not
is
here.
Beautiful.
Like,
this is nice. You know, but based on the merit and everything that you've done, this is great. Again, move for approval.
Do we have any?
We did the
citizens form. I mean,
no, there's no citizen. Isn't
Oh, they have
wait
to fill out a form.
Yeah, no, there's no citizen form on this one. But there's only a few people, and we got the explanation. We good. So. You know, council.
Oh, because we did it would have been the quasi judicial. You had the card.
It's quasi, and nobody stand up except the project and the. Yes,
I'll second it.
Yeah. And any comment, Councilman?
Just question.
Sure.
Is this,
It's market rate. They're gonna,
market rate?
Yeah, they're thinking
good.
about coming to CRA to make it some kind of affordable. But right now they can.
Yeah, let me say that you know how I feel about the affordable.
I know.
Okay, so we got to balance it out as a city.
Right.
This looks good.
And
So we got enough
but if we
affordable.
can get affordable.
Yeah, but
20%.
Councilwoman, the problem is that
I have no
when
problem
I
approving it
know.
right now, but
I
if we can
understand.
get affordable, that would be better, of course.
Why?
But we have
that's a
to.
whole
That's
different
a
We have to
mandate.
give something, right? Like no one's just doing affordable. Just
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
affordable, Unless
And
they have
that's-
some tax
but-
incurring.
And that's a different conversation with the CRA. We could address it on that end. But this looks beautiful. You seconded?
I seconded.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Madam Clerk.
I have a motion made by Mayor Desomé to approve the item at tab H. The motion was seconded by Vice Mayor Timothy. Councilwoman Esther Irvin, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Charles, how do you vote?
Yes.
Mayor Desomé, how do you vote?
Yes.
Councilman Burns, how do you vote?
yes.
Vice Mayor Timothy, how do you vote?
Yes.
Motion carries with a 5-0
Thank you.
vote.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you. And where are we? Oh, our favorite part of the evening, the public, the citizen forum. Mr. Umberto, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
Council members, Hernando Barreto, 11930 North Bay Shore Drive. Mayor and council members, I'm here because I'm expressing serious concerns regarding the legality of North Miami decision to postpone its municipal elections from May 23 to November 24 without a voter referendum and the resulting extension of the terms of councilwoman members for District 2 and 3. Both officials were elected in May 2021 for 4 years, ending in May 2025. However, the city postponed the election. This is a clear violation of the Home Rule Charter. The Miami-Dade County Home Rule Charter requires that any amendment to a municipal charter, including changes to election days on the land or the land of elected official, must be approved by referendum of the voters. This requirement was reaffirmed in the recent and highly relevant case, City of Miami versus Gonzalez. Because the city changed the election date without a referendum, the ultimate consequence was an unlawful extension of the terms of the council members for District 2 and 3. Florida municipal law and the county chapter elected official may not remain in office beyond the term authorized by law or approved by voters, unless such extension is expressly authorized through a valid charter amendment. If Council Timothy and Estime are serving beyond legally authorized terms, any actions taken with their participation, including votes, ordinance resolutions, appointments, and contracts, are exposed to challenge and the principles outlined in law. To protect the city legal integrity and prevent further accumulation of potentially voidable actions, it may be necessary for North Miami
Thank you so much.
to temporarily
Excuse me,
disallow
sorry,
the
Mr.
council
Barreto, thank you. I'll sign those later, tomorrow. Mr. Barreto, no, that's fine. You could leave it to them, with them. That's fine. Thank you so much. But you missed that boat. Weren't you part of the lawsuit when all them people sued? Mr. Barreto, sir, were you part of the lawsuit when the people sued?
No.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. So that issue just it went in court, they already did, and they lost. So that's why I'm here. And I already went to re-election. We saw these people here. So we're not City of Miami, we North Miami. So whatever that you talked about, this and that, get your people and sue us and take a line. Thank you so much, sir. Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Claudia Pasmino, 13504 Northeast 23rd Place. I don't know how to start, but basically, okay, we're one city. That's what you guys keep saying. So obviously there's an incident that happened with me, some of you are aware of it, on Saturday in regards to the turkey drive, which kind of now seems silly, but at the same time, not really, because there needs to be transparency and clearness. So I'm asking that the council regroups or talk about it going forward. I think it'll be best for there's no miscommunication, that you guys are one city. Stop with the personal branding, stop with like flags saying district this, district that. When I first moved to North Miami, never attended a council meeting in any other city that I lived with. I lived in New Hampshire, New York, and also in Miami. And then when I first got here, it was all about, not first got here, but people were like, what district are you? And reminded me of the film, The Hunger Games. So it's, I don't know, every time I got used to, district this, but honestly, it confuses residents, and we all supposedly one city. So I understand now. Thank you, Mayor, and my Councilman Burns, for reaching out to me personally over the phone and explaining to me. I know each of you had 500 turkeys to give out. I know that my previous councilman never did a turkey drive, but I've gone to other turkey drives in other districts and food distributions and never had an issue not being a resident of that district. And I don't think it should be. I understand the priority, but to me, priority is one word and exclusivity is another word. So I've had people reach out to me, which again, I feel like it exploded, but at the same time, I did feel turned away. I did feel disrespected, that I was nobody. I did feel like, you're not gonna vote for my district, you don't matter, go to the end of the line. That's how I personally felt. Obviously during the weekend, so many people reach out to me different, even from New York. So they're like, no, don't feel embarrassed, don't feel silly, because that's the way you felt, and you felt dismissed. And yeah, it's true. People will forget what you say, but not how they made you feel. And I was made to feel, you're not worth it. So think about it.
No, is that it? You have more? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I have more to
I'm sorry,
say.
ma'am, give us,
Because like I said, I spoke to other residents, they all share with me their incidents, and we all kind of do agree that this whole branding is unnecessary. I know that the city of North Miami Beach, they did away with it, like putting your photos. Like if you guys have tote bags, it should all be one color. It should not be this district has this color. It should be the city of North Miami presents. And if you're doing something again like the water workshop or the turkey distribution, if you're each gonna do one, then have one flyer saying District 1 is doing it this day, District 2 is doing this day, and give the resident, no, because I saw—
Only two, okay, if I may, Mayor, because I know it happened at my distribution. I know I apologize to you on Facebook, and I'll apologize to you again because you're here explaining the situation. And I think it's an issue of also transparency. So for me, I always host a District 2 turkey drive because we're all allotted the same amount of turkeys. And I've always said priority to District 2 residents, because we also can't differentiate who gets a turkey and who not. I'm pretty sure all the people that came to my turkey drive also came to the mayor's turkey drive. We were the only two that hosted a public turkey distribution because, everybody decides to do theirs differently. And I think just a matter of, it's a communication issue, right? I know we put it in emails and maybe some folks missed it, but every year, this is my 4th year, I've always done it the same way. This is the one year where we said, we're going to do it in the street because the developer actually donated turkeys. But every time I do it at the library, we have a line for North Miami residents and we have a line for District 2. They're served first. And we were actually able to fulfill every need that day. So I'm sorry you were, you arrived early and you were told the information, but we had to make sure that we prioritize District 2. And I know, yes, we are one North Miami, but we're all elected to a district. And we need folks to understand that you have a representative. If you email us, we will always say, hey, you're in District 1. Have District 1 address you. You're in District 3. And that's out of respect for what we do up here with our aides. Again, I know it happened at my distribution. I do apologize. But at the same time, too, everyone was allotted 500 and there was only 2 public distributions. So I think when we're talking about one city, hey, if we had one distribution and we all were giving out our turkey, we would have this situation, but we haven't had that since Mayor Smith Joseph was in office.
Okay, so I was unaware of that, but I just want to say I never got the email because I registered for late Friday night. So I checked my emails and I'm like, the only email I got was a confirmation from Eventbrite, never telling me that District 2 residents.
That's another issue, but yeah. But
and then my other issue is
means priority given to district.
And then my other issue is like people took the time to call and apologize. Not apologize, but hear me out. It would have been nice if the aide would have been like, "Hey, we saw each other yesterday, Monday."
Yeah,
no, okay, they cannot do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Claudia. And thank you, Councilwoman, for clarifying. But let me say what I experienced happened in something, and I apologize. As a matter of fact, I went on Facebook and I clarified because I didn't know what was happening, but I apologize. I did that because let me tell you, I did talk to Claudia, and I did. And one of the things I try to do, I try to be the word fair. And it doesn't matter if we messed up as a city, I'm going to say it and I'm going to try to do what we do to do better. We did. And when I called you, the first thing I said to you, and I want to be very clear because everybody know I have no reason to lie. And if I make, please clarify it. I said, the first thing I said, let me ask you, did you see the vice mayor? And you said no. I said, no, I'm just telling you. I said, oh, okay. So I listened to you and I said, well, I apologize the way the situation happened. So what I did do, I came in, I investigated, and because I was a little upset, and so I started asking staff, because the way you explained it to me on the phone, and I'll tell you the issues that I had with it, and it got worse when I find out all of the learning. Yes, we are one city, but however, we do have some actors, including some residents, who have some intention of breaking that up or trying to make it bad for us as a city. And I said to myself, after I called, the one thing, it doesn't matter what happened behind closed door, whatever. We come here, we do the best that we can. We are human beings to represent every single resident of the city. Obviously, everybody knows I'm all about the people. And when I hear that one person, the way you said it on, I didn't even talk to no one. I didn't call the city manager. I did send her a message in administration. I said, we need to address this, and that. And I didn't even talk to them. And I said, please investigate. And I talked to you. You gave me your side of the story. After, and I asked you some key questions. And I said to you, did you speak to anyone from our side? And you said yes. You talked to Assistant City Manager John, and this is what John said. And Gabby, who was there. And you said to us that they did everything that they could. However, in explanation, and when I did my investigation, talking to staff, because I asked the assistant manager, I said, what happened? And they explained to me what happened. And I feel that you came after us. I don't know if it was intentionally. I did not know. And residents do that a lot. And I'm up to the point where I'm very, and everybody knows that, very respectful. I'm always, we may not be one, but I'm always trying, if you see where I'm going, trying to get us to there. And I felt that you had my cell phone. You had his cell phone. And I don't know how long you talked to him. You had every single person here. For you, as it was embarrassing for people in New York to call you and this and that about a turkey. I could have bring you a damn turkey or 10.
And so the fact we also did public distribution.
No, but here's the problem.
There needs to be transparency up
That's
here.
what I'm saying.
So and I learned that District 1 was doing door to door, but that was a simple conversation with your elected.
That's what I'm saying. When I heard I said, well, I do know, because Councilwoman Vice Mayor was the only person and myself who did a public one. So we knew. However, so she did what she was supposed to do, and we decided, and we kind of do it where we don't have the double dipping. That's why it's not everybody get the same amount. You told me you didn't know your councilman, so that's where the problem starts. That's number one. So Councilman Burns or whoever else had it, and I had a conversation with District 4 about, hey, maybe we could kind of do this a little bit different, because they didn't even know about the incident. And you did tell me that you talked to Councilman Burns. But my whole thing was, how did it even get to a turkey where people in New York is calling? And at the end of the day, there's no way. That's what I said. I said, no, we're not doing this. We're not, no. I said, at the end of the day, if Vice Mayor knew, you said no. That's all I needed to know. And then I said, what did staff say? You said they told you, yes, you know, you're not in district, but go at the end of the line. You felt, based on what you said, and I asked John. I said, well, John, what happened? This person went on Facebook to do that. And John explained to me, said, yes, we just told her to go at the end because she's not in the district, District 4. So, John, I want you to explain to the people that,
May I?
And Mayor, if I may, once we opened the line at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And we said the first hour for District 2, but we were able to serve all of District 2 in 30 minutes. And so there were residents who were able to walk up and wait in the line. And granted, we had over 50 volunteers, and not every volunteer understood what was going on. But at the end of the day, it was a distribution, and we were able to serve everyone. I don't think we have to belabor the point. And I understand that it made it to Facebook and it made this whole ordeal. But at the end of the day, we did what we had to do, and we fed over 1,500 North Miami residents.
See, and I did not even know that amount. But the bottom line is, instead of someone seeing that goodness, whatever that we trying to do, somebody now in North Miami Beach are commenting, I don't know, and we don't care what they do. This is North Miami. And we're trying to take care of everyone. So I didn't feel good. Another council person, you know, they were like, Mayor, what's going on? I said, I don't know. About a turkey, really? And then we trying to make it seems like we selecting people and to do that. We don't do that. We don't. We don't. And that's the part that when people come here and lie and we don't get a chance to put out, they make something that looks bad. And if you're saying that you live in the city and this and this and that, that would have been something where you do call the phone, hey, Mayor, I think we need to resolve this and that. And we would have resolved it. But when you do that to go public, you're trying to embarrass us and do that for a turkey? I'm like, really? You have residents. And let me say this, we'll have events, they'll come here and get 20 plates and whatever the case is, and then they go on social media and say, well, the city doesn't do this, and we're using styrofoam cups and this and that. But you use the food, you took the food with that. Please, if you care, you said you care about our city. We have in management, if somebody had said to me, you're not Mayor, I went up there to get a turkey this time, I had one. I had a distribution for everyone on Monday. So if the city said to you, well, you're not in that district, well, the mayor has one. Everybody's going to get a turkey. And if you had called me, I would say, you know what, let me call Kevin Bird. This is not something that we out on social media about, like make it seem like we don't care. And then somebody said, well, why the police? Why didn't this department? I said, listen. All of us, it's one. Because when you talk bad about North Miami, it's every single person. And I and the elected official, as the elected official, we got to defend the city. And if you say you're a resident, you're concerned in this and this and that, please make it seem like you care about everyone. A turkey? I'm like, and like make it seem like it's selective, like it's this and that. I do not care if you're Haitian, you black, you whatever the case is, Jewish. We're going to feed people. That's what I do. I have a pantry for the past 6 years. We have over 700 families that are taking food that we are making sure, and we are the only city in the eastern part of the United States that does this. And we do it well. Thank you to Albert and the police department, everybody that's helped Parks and Rec. So why don't people go on Facebook and write about that? So am I upset about that? I wasn't upset at first because I thought we had did something wrong. But when I talked to staff, they said, no, we never did that. We told the person to go in the back and they, you know, this and this. No, you cannot skip line. No, we just said to go in the back. We did not say to you, you couldn't get a turkey. I thought that was the case. They said, no, we got people coming from unincorporated, Opelika, everybody to get on, and you know what? We're not supposed to give them none, but in fact, that's what we do. Again, any other council members have anything to say about that? Thank you.
So you wanted me to go to the back of the line to do another 2 hours?
That's first of all, Nobody told you to get there before that. So if you was there, respectfully,
The flyer
now,
said
Claudia,
at 10.
Claudia, I respect you, but we're not doing this debate. We're done with speaking public hearing, ma'am. Please, what I'm saying, I am upset the fact that I called you and I apologize. I did not know what was happening. But the fact that you went on public thing and blast us, and it seems now it was intentional. That's the part that I have the problem with, because you have councilmen, so that does not make him look bad. Somebody from his district come and say, well, why district court? We're like, no, everybody has one.
I did not know that you had 500
But
turkeys.
that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter what he has. And we done. We done. Please have a seat. Thank you, ma'am. But what I'm
So
saying
it's
is,
one-sided. But me and you
why
spoke
one-sided?
yesterday,
Okay.
and you
No,
were
we
not
didn't-
this angry yesterday when we.
no, because I did not get the information, because you gave me misinformation. That's why I wasn't. You said to me that they did not give you a turkey, whatever the case is. That was not what they said. They told you to go in the back of the line because it's District 2.
I said that in Facebook. I never.
Yeah, but why did you feel that you have my number, you have his number, so you make him look bad, because he should have made sure that he communicated and tell you he had 500. So it seems like he kept 500 turkeys that you didn't know, and that's what's going on. It's not her. She did what she was supposed to do. So now you just said that your councilman have 500 turkeys and you don't know what happened to it, and that's not the case. We are one city. Everybody got, it's not a match, but I'm saying I have never been this angry, and I apologize to you. That's what I said. I did not get all of the information, because I was up here about to say, why I didn't take a turkey to this and this. They said, Mayor, we just told her to go in the back of the line, and then now you just said it. You just said you wanted me to go for 2 hours, but that's not. But that's what we're saying. The rules was your district. But what I'm saying, Claudia, you out of everybody, we all know your name. You've been here. You could have called me, or you called Councilman Burns, and you said, Councilman, I'm in line, and he could have told you. That's what I'm saying. If you went up there in a line and it wasn't your district, and they just simply tell you, please go, we're gonna serve our district, then you should have said, something should have said, well, let me find out what's going on with my district. We are one city. We decide, but again, it is what it is. Thank you. It is what it is. I want to say, now I'm pretty sure, Councilman, you gave her a turkey? 500. This one, I just found out Councilman Charles gave her 1,000. I just found out. So we doing the best. So that's what I'm saying. We going way beyond and above. And let me tell you, as an elected official, as much as I know the need of the turkey, that's something that I do not like. But I do understand, and I do know what we have to do. But the stuff that we are doing, and we got somebody from another city calling me saying, Mayor, you did this to a resident with that? I say, oh my God. And thank you so much. I am so sorry, ma'am. I am. I know, but go ahead. You get, yeah.
I was supposed to be.
Thank you.
Now I got
Thank you.
3 points. First of all, Jasmine Flowers, good evening, Mayor, Council, individuals, everyone. 713 Northwest 125th. Yes, outside of that, now I got 3 points. Point number one, I'm gonna go in order. So I don't know if I'm allowed to ask. I'm just curious.
Yes, you are.
Tab F, under the coordinates. It started with under section 5-109. 102. And under the nightclubs, and the first sentence says, nightclub shall mean a restaurant, dining room, or establishment which operates under 3:30 a.p.m. What does a.p.m. be? Or is that a typo?
That's probably a scribal error.
All right.
There's
I don't
a
know.
discrepancy. There's a Scrivener's error on it. We
Yeah,
thought
and
that it'll be changed in the final.
Okay, I just wanted to follow up. And then statement number 2 is going back to now I can understand 2 points on Vice Mayor Timothy, Councilman Burns, and of course Councilman Charles, that how we feel about the amplified music past 11 p.m. and then how prior it sounds that as if the city mayor is able to provide some type of exception. Now, maybe we can do like a lottery.
Not the mayor, not the mayor.
No, excuse
the city
me.
manager. Yeah.
This is my literal first time.
I got you. No, we appreciate.
I'm trying not to let you know this is my first time. I'm trying to exude my confidence.
You good? No, you confident. No one.
But whoever the person is able to override that maybe there could be like a lottery, like maybe once biannually, or because there could be circumstances, and at least like midnight. Because I understand, especially now. Listen, I'm in the. Well,
go ahead.
Oh, I'm in the hospitality industry and everything, and so where I do we can always talk about what I do from 24/7, but from in the evening time, depending on where you want to catch me, I'm at Aviv South Beach, serving you. So I understand the hospitality industry whenever it goes over because there's special events. So again, maybe like once biannually, just so we can be. And then on each district, so it would not be just for one person, one entity, but for multiple entities. And now I hate to say it this way, but after all of that, can I get a free turkey?
Okay. Got you.
Thank you. Can I get the free go with it too?
Where the district court turkey?
Don't worry. Yeah, I know it's a whole bunch.
You know how to find me.
don't go on Facebook and block us.
I got you. I got you.
But
I appreciate y'all.
thank you so much. We will home deliver it to you.
Yeah. Well, see, now that's a whole nother. Now, see, no,
that's because you can't.
I would like to figure out, and this is probably greater than north of Miami. No offense to the city of North Miami. I really thought, because I get your emails. I get all of your emails from various council individuals of the city of North Miami, which shows me that you are one. But I can understand why you're separate, because if there's a lot of individuals, I mean, I'm from North Carolina, so the fact that y'all have all that you're going on in this such a compact area, then God bless, you're able to handle it. So with that being said, that I found out because of, hey, I forgot your name.
Hey, John.
Mr. John. No, well, it was your office. Y'all assisted me to find out, because I'm technically, my residential address is 10946, if you really want to be technical, Northwest 14th Avenue.
We got you.
So it's, allegedly that's that's unincorporated Dade. I don't even know what to do when it comes to that, because I got a lot of questions for over there.
District 2, Martin Bastan.
The county.
Oh.
No one, but yes, you here.
Well, I'm just trying to figure out some things, but I thank you for allowing me this extra time to just make those points, suggestions, and information.
Thank you. No, that's because we allow you the extra time, because we took most of your time. So I apologize. Let me just want to correct. 713 is you. Yeah.
That's my. That's my business.
That's you.
That's my business.
That's all we care. That's
okay.
You.
All right.
That's North Miami. That's you.
Yes, sir.
So tomorrow you'll be there. Well, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Happy Thanksgiving. And you coming to the parade? You better make plans.
You know what? Thank you,
better,
young lady. Where you at?
There you are. That's PIO.
But this one right here with the she had the cart on
the
elevator.
Okay.
We came in at the same time.
All right, Ruth. We see you.
We see you.
Reminding me, it's not tomorrow. It's actually on the day. So
that's
really
right.
Nice.
All
right. I'll see y'all maybe.
God bless. But we'll get you that turkey. Thank you so much. Public hearing is closed. Thank you. Council reports. Let's start with Councilman. You have none. Praise God. So Vice Mayor is out. Councilman Burns. And then, we like
see you Thursday.
Councilman Charles, Councilman Esme Irving, and then I'll just do a quick closing and we'll be good to go.
No, quickly. Happy Thanksgiving to each and every one of you. Let's be thankful and for everything that we have done and every blessing that we have received. Quickly, I just want to remind you that next Thursday, not Thursday tomorrow, next Thursday, December 4th, I'll be waiting for all of you over at JCC for the State of the District address, and then I will see you there. And hopefully, Claudia, you always come to my event. Make sure you're there. Claudia, there's no if or but. So come over. So let's. We're just gonna have a good time, and I need everybody. And to that turkey point, Mayor, I think you hit it just right in the head. I just want to make that point. That was on Friday morning. I was there with the distribution, and there was a very nice gentleman who came from District 1, and he thought that we had the food pantry was open that day. He came for some food, and then my assistant was there helping him out, and then I overheard that he was like giving the information for Councilman Burns' aid. And I told her, what is it? And they said, no, he was coming for food. I said, no, the man is here. Doesn't matter where in the city of Miami, he's going to get food. So I make sure that I serve him the food and the turkey and everything. He was very, very nice. So the idea is that we're not going to push anybody from the city of Miami for a turkey. Now, the reason why I do door to door, every time I go back and look at my, Mayor, every time I go back and see our food distribution, more than half of the people who just come to our food distribution are outside of the city. So we just want to make sure that our residents and hopefully those who are very, very in need of it just get served and everything. But I apologize for the incident, Claudia. But we in the city of North Miami, we do care and everything. So my apology for what happened, and we'll make sure that we take care of that, and we'll move from there. And Mayor, I just want to say thank you very much for that.
Thank you, Councilman. And again, Claudia, we had a good conversation. And Claudia, she's part of the family, but when you have somebody in the family, and I called her and I apologized because I didn't know, but when I started talking to staff and the calls that I was getting, it was a little bit more out of a regular resident, because Claudia is not a regular resident. Claudia has numbers, Claudia knows someone. So if it was somebody that I did not know, that's why I was able to call, and I apologized to her because it was almost 11 o'clock. I said, Claudia, and I was a little bit, I'm saying, because the way it's read, it's like we are discriminating against a resident for a turkey. And I'm like, And the first thing I said, did you talk to the elected official? Did you see? And you said no. I said, okay, well, I see. And then when she told me what staff said, I said, okay, well, there was nothing. They just did their job in terms of that. And then I started thinking about it, and somebody called me, 2 people called me from District 1, and then they started to badmouth Councilman Burns, and I had to say, no, he had turkeys. Because it makes sense. They're like, well, why district? I said, no, we all, it's a method that we do. And when I talked to you, I said to you, it's a good point. We've done that before, where we do one distribution for everyone. Because when we do it like that, it does get, they get it from their additional district. Like people went to Mary's, they probably got from Councilman Charles, and they got from Cassandra, but they come to mine. I mean, what can I do? I don't know who they are. What we do, we put it on Eventbrite, and everybody register, and we check ID. So there's no double dipping. So I did say we will try to do what we do. Perhaps we could do personal, whatever, but we try to do one next year where everybody, everybody kind of know it where, because nobody wants to do it. Councilwoman Irving, myself, or whatever, I used to do the door-to-door, and it's always somebody thinking that we're missing this. So no matter what we do, we get complaints. And I'm sure you want to add something, not about that, not about Turkey Gate. Let's just leave that alone.
Mine was just a reminder about the angel tree.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's your chance to take pick a gift for a child, take it off the beautiful white flock tree. People were asking me about what that was called. It's called flocking. It was something that was donated by me so that the items there were presented in a more loving way. So please, if you get a chance and you can bring an unwrapped gift back to City Hall next week, it'd be greatly appreciated. Pick a card, and I know members of the staff have already done it.
Okay.
So we look forward to having a great toy drive this week.
And
Sure.
Councilman, thank you, and let folks know what it is. And we have always been so supportive as a council, and I totally forgot until you mentioned it. So Ms. B or whoever's here, who's here from our office? Yeah, get a couple for us, at least for me. And then, because I forgot until you mentioned it, Councilman, we do, and it support kids with HIV, what is it, AIDS? It's AIDS, it's not even HIV. So it's something, is that the same tradition, Councilman?
Yeah, same
so,
one.
Yeah,
that
so it's something,
Councilman Galvin said,
yeah, it's something for
years
kids.
ago.
So we all always supportive of it. So trying to see, and it's a personal thing that we do. So again, thank you, Councilman, for doing that. Councilwoman.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. This is Councilwoman Mary Esme Irvin wishing you a happy, happy Thanksgiving. And I know you've heard it all night, but I just want to emphasize and remind you that on Thanksgiving Day, we'll be having our 50th Winter Wonderland Parade. It is one of the times that I'm the most proud, where we all come out, a diversity of us come out on Thanksgiving Day, and it's just one big family, just enjoying that day right before we go back home to prepare for dinner. So I encourage all of you to come out to the parade that's going to start on Thanksgiving Day on Thursday at 10 a.m. and the parade's route is from 6th Avenue on 125th Street up to 10th Avenue. Again, it's our 50th. This is a big, big deal. And our Grand Marshal was just announced, and there are going to be so many of your neighbors and the city administration. You get to see employees in effect. You get to see our police department in effect. You get to see North Miami High School, and so on and so on and so on. So I just wanted to just reiterate that. Also, just want to remind you that December 19th, we're going to have our Winter Wonderland, and Santa will be at Griffin Park. So I encourage you to come out on December 19th. And please save the date, January 1st, for our 7th annual Soup Jumu celebration, which will be held at the Joe Celestine Center. Again, happy, happy Thanksgiving to all of you.
Thank you so much, Councilwoman. And it is true. I want to say again, to echo what everyone has said, happy, happy Thanksgiving. We are looking forward to see everyone on Thursday. This will be our 50th year of celebrating. We are the only South Florida parade in the entire state of Florida. So we do encourage, and we have people from all over. And I know next year for our centennial year, it's going to be over the top. But Thursday, we are looking forward to see everyone there with your family, and you do what you do. Again, thank you so much. Turkey thing is almost over, so it'll be done with. I know we always have these things. We want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. We talk about the angel tree downstairs. Please, residents, when you come by to pay your water bill and everything, grab one for the next few days. And also, I think Councilwoman mentioned the Winter Wonderland. Is it at Griffin Park? We're doing it, Councilwoman. Is it at the Griffin Park?
For the
Winter Wonderland?
Yes.
And
then start off at Griffin Park.
At Griffin, that we do. So again, I want to say thank you. On Monday, I'll be traveling to Louisiana, New Orleans, for the Combat Anti-Semitism Mayors Summit, which we had in the last few years. In the city, we've been, I want to say thank you to all. We just got a call where the biggest Jewish organization, The Bridge in New York, will be honoring me with some elected official for the work that we are doing in South Florida on the front of anti-Semitism. It's going to be 3 days in Louisiana, and the mayor is hosting us. The previous year it was in Fort Lauderdale. I think you went for Councilwoman. Remember the first year in representing us in Fort Lauderdale. Last year was in Beverly Hills. We went, and this year it's in New Orleans. Doing the work that we do to represent everyone. When it comes, it's not only Black or Haitian, whatever people may want to do. I'm in everywhere. You may call South America, we there representing, because we do know we have a very diverse population in North Miami, one of the most diverse in the state of Florida. Again, we're looking forward to see everyone at the Thanksgiving Day Parade. And again, good night. Let's get to City Clerk's report. Madam Clerk, then we'll go to City Attorney and City Manager.
Well, a lot happened tonight. Lots of things were said. But I wanted to kind of circle back to what Rabbi said earlier. I didn't want that to go over our heads. And it's something that I often tell my teams, and I think I've said it in this space as well. We don't have to do this work. We get to do this work. And it's really important that we are grateful for the opportunity that we have to serve this community and to serve it with excellence. And it's extremely important just in your own lives to actually live with gratitude. So not just the pleasantry and being nice, you just say, thank you, I'm grateful. But it shouldn't be a moment. It should be a state of being, that you're constantly grateful. You have gratitude for the things that you're able to do. And I think that we also have this responsibility to be intentional about being thankful for the fact that we have these beautiful relationships, we have our community, and also the shared responsibility that we have to each other. So, you know, again, don't wait for a special moment to say thank you, or just let it be who you are. Be a grateful person, and life will transform in that moment. That's all I had to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Clerk, and we'll see you on Thursday. Mr. Attorney.
No report, Mayor.
Oh, we like you for that. Yes, Madam Manager. Well, we know you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what's the report?
No report.
Aw, John, we know we good. Yay. Motion to? You said move the agenda. Oh, okay. Move to agenda.
Motion made by Councilman Burns to adjourn, seconded by Mayor Desilme. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries with a 4-0 vote. It is now 8:46 p.m. Have a good night, everyone. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries with a 4-0 vote. It is now 8:46 p.m. Have a good night.